What's up, Clemson? You're watching Tigervision, and the Extra Point starts now. What's up, guys? So today on the Extra Point, we're going to start off with college football, move into the NFL, and then close it out with the NBA. But before we finish, I would like to announce the infamous egg game. It's back. It's back, and I'm not sure if they're ready, but somebody's getting crushed later in the show, so stay tuned for that. But before we start with that, college football, the playoff rankings have dropped. Clemson is number 1. So I want to hear, do you guys agree with the top 4? Do you have any adjustments that you would do if you were the one deciding? What do you guys think about the top 4, how it stands right now?
That game's not back, all right? Please, let's not make
No, seriously. I'm wearing a nice shirt.
Just got a haircut, man. Just got a haircut.
We were in the same time.
I did too, actually. I got great clips, bro. Yeah. It's a great clip. Not really, but still. All right, let's just talk about this. Let's try to talk about everything so fast that maybe Horace will just forget.
Forget about the game.
That's okay. All right, okay. That's a good plan. All right, break. Let's go. What do you guys think?
All right, I agree with Clemson. It was Clemson, LSU, Ohio State, Alabama as top 4. I agree with Clemson, LSU, and Ohio State, but I think Notre Dame and Alabama should be switched because Alabama they lost to Ole Miss, who they're 18. I don't even think they're 18. They're not good, and Notre Dame their only loss was to us by 2 points in the rain in the loudest stadium, basically college football. So I think they should be switched.
I disagree with you entirely.
Oh yeah.
I think if anything, Alabama should be higher. They should be in Ohio State spot. Alabama's played the toughest schedule in college football, so they definitely should deserve to be in the top 4. Their only loss was against Ole Miss, which is they should have won that game. They lost that game by 6 points. They changed their quarterback in that game and had so many turnovers in that game. They shouldn't have lost that game. They shouldn't have lost. They should be, if anything, they should be higher. But I agree. The right 4 teams are in the top 4. The only thing that I would, maybe change is Alabama and Ohio State.
So where would Ohio State be then?
4.
They'd be 4?
Yeah.
I can't even believe What do you want? What do you think?
I think it's pretty solid. I would just change Alabama and Michigan State. Michigan State, they beat Michigan on the road, close game, and they beat Oregon, a pretty solid Oregon team at home early in the season before we truly found out that they weren't too good. But I would just switch Michigan State and Alabama. But other than that, it looks pretty good to me.
I think Ohio State should have been 1. Ohio State is the undisputed champion. Clemson number 2, and they have a right to be number 1. I don't disagree with Clemson being 1, but I do think Ohio State has a better argument for being 1. LSU 3, and then I think Michigan State 4 for now, Bama 4 or something like that. Yeah. And I can't believe you don't think Ohio State is top 3.
I can't believe the 3 of y'all had Alabama possibly leaving the top 4.
Yeah.
I can't believe
guys,
that
let me remind you.
At all.
If I can bring back what Anderson said in week 3, he said Alabama is failing. Can you finally take back those words? Do they belong in this conversation? Obviously, the board thinks they do, putting them at number 4. Are you retracting that statement finally? And as you can see, the eggs are on the table, so we're not forgetting about anything. Oh, it's coming, guys.
I definitely think that we should not do that. They smell awful. These smell just awful. But yes, I mean, I said this a couple weeks ago, and I said it when I gave Alabama, when they were playing that bad, I mean, they were not playing good. They're failing to meet Alabama's expectations. Now they're slowly getting better. You know, they won 5 in a row, 6 in a row now.
Something like that.
And they are one of the top 5 teams. I agree with that, and I would give them their report card. I'd say a B plus. Wouldn't give them an A necessarily because I think Bama should be a top 2 team, top 3 team. And I don't think they're there yet, but they're getting close. They're very close to being there. But I just want to go back to saying I give a reason why Ohio State should be number 1 is they have the 5th best defense, points per game wise, and the 2nd best pass defense.
Mm-hmm.
What has any team? I
got
you
one for you.
can no, you don't because I looked at the whole defenses and offenses. Unless
I
we're talking
got
about
one for you.
TCU and Baylor, there is not another defense in the top 4, in the top 6 that even compare to Ohio State's.
I got one.
Except
for you.
maybe Michigan.
Clemson is ranked in the top 10
They're not
in
even
both
in the top.
offense efficiency and defense efficiency.
They're 14th. They're the 14th best defense.
The only
Points per
team
game
in the
wise.
country to be ranked in both the top 10.
And I'm not arguing with Clemson.
Both sides of the
Did I
ball.
not say that earlier? I said
Yeah.
Clemson is number 2, but has a right to be deserved number 1. If I
Right.
could give a tie to number 1, be Ohio State and Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
But Ohio State is better than 3. They should be 1, and Clemson should be 2, but not by much.
Okay.
So give me another team.
The argument with
You said
Ohio
Bama's
State,
above. You said Bama's above Ohio State. Give me an argument why Bama's above Ohio State.
I said you could. If I were to change anything, it would be that because of
Yeah,
Ohio State.
why?
Because of Ohio State's schedule.
Why?
Because they almost lost
They haven't
to 2
played
teams.
anybody.
They haven't played anybody.
I don't
no,
think
they've actually played 8 teams.
Have they played in a ranked team?
No, they have not yet.
Well, that's a good reason
Ouch.
why they're
But have they
not
lost
number
yet?
1.
Have they lost? Have they lost to an unranked team? No, they have not.
Neither was Clemson.
Nor has LSU. And
Alabama's
Clemson.
about to lose, if Ole Miss drops out, Alabama lost to an
Iowa
unranked
hasn't
team.
lost yet.
No, you're right. But they're going to when they play Ohio State in the
Michigan
in the
State hasn't lost
championship.
yet.
But they're going to when they play Ohio State.
Michigan State has beat a ranked opponent.
Okay? Ohio State will beat Michigan State and will beat Michigan. Like
don't
they're
think
both
so.
ranked.
Well, the committee, they used strength of schedule more than I thought they would, and that's probably why Ohio State's all the way at 3 and Clemson's
And
at 1.
you got to use strength of schedule
Yeah.
when you're looking at losses. But when you're looking at wins, you got to strength of schedule doesn't really mean so much as long as you're beating those opponents. You know, Houston is 8-0 and they're 25th. They need to be a little bit higher than that.
That's why-
You know,
that's why I had
they play
Michigan
the
State.
about the same strength of schedule as Baylor does. I
Yeah.
think
Another thing
like
that-
20-point difference, which isn't much. I mean, if Baylor's going to be 6th, then you got to put Houston in the top 15 at least.
See, another thing that matters is how you beat those teams that's on your schedule.
Yeah,
You
Ohio
know?
State's beating them pretty well.
I know a win is a win, but
Yeah.
when it comes to this, it matters how you beat those
And
teams.
Ohio State's beating them pretty well.
Clemson's last 2 weeks, that's what's got them at number 1. You know, had we just won those games, by less than a touchdown,
Yeah.
6 points, we wouldn't be number 1.
And I agree with that.
We wouldn't be number
I agree with
yeah.
that, but I'm not arguing Clemson here. I'm arguing
No,
Bama.
but I'm saying, I'm telling you, the way you beat teams matters when
No,
it
I
comes
get
to
that,
this.
but like you haven't really given me a strong piece of evidence.
Oh, you
that
talking
says
about with
Bama.
Bama?
Yeah. I
But
have been talking about
Bama stomped on teams. Georgia,
Okay.
they stomped on Georgia.
Who didn't have Nick Chubb?
No, they had him. They
had
had
Nick
him.
Chubb.
They shut him down basically the whole
It's 2
first
weeks
half.
ago. Bama played, or 3 weeks ago. Nick Chubb was out. When
Nah,
they
he
played
just
Tennessee, right?
he just got hurt two,
Who was
3
the
weeks
last
ago.
week? Who was
But
the
they
last
played
was the-
Georgia
who was the
about
last week
4 or
Bama
5
played?
weeks ago. Bama played Tennessee last week, but they struggled.
Yeah, they struggled.
Yeah, they did really well
They
against
beat him by
Tennessee.
They
one
won by
touchdown, I
like
think.
Yeah,
it wasn't even a
yeah.
touchdown. It was like 4 points.
But Bama just had their bye week. They've been playing every week up to that game.
Okay. But usually after a bye week, you recuperate, you rest, and then you should.
You don't
be
struggle
back.
against Tennessee.
Exactly. And they're coming off their bye week and playing LSU this week, which is why they're gonna beat LSU this week. But I'm saying they played every week. They hadn't had a week off, so they were gonna slip up at some point.
Okay. I mean, I don't think that necessarily.
And they still held on to win that game. So.
All right, guys. So as you know, last year when the first rankings came out, Ohio State was number 16 and slipped in there finally, take the 4th spot, and went on to win the championship. Do you guys have a sleeper team out there that you see making the playoff? And do you think history is going to repeat itself, or are these teams that are in right now, are they here to stay?
They're definitely not. Well, first of all, they're definitely not in here to stay.
It's gonna be
One
affected
team-
this week.
Last year when they did the first polls, Florida State was the only team that remained in it. Mississippi
Yeah.
State was in it, and they knocked
Yeah,
out.
Mississippi
Auburn
They
was
were
in
they
it.
were number 1.
Yeah, they were
Mississippi State
number
was
one,
at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, no way these stay the same. I just don't know which ones will change. I mean,
Well,
or even if they, I mean, I don't know. I mean, looking at these teams, these top 6 teams, top 7 teams are legitimately like the best. I think that committee did a great job picking them.
Yeah, well, I think
More or less,
whoever
with some rankings here or there.
LSU is playing Alabama this week. Whoever loses that game is probably going to drop out of the top 4. Whoever wins that game is probably going to be the top. So that would probably eliminate one of those teams. I think, and then in the Big 10 or the Big 12, TCU, Oklahoma State, and Baylor, they're all going to be playing each other. Whoever comes out of there, and Oklahoma, you're right, and whoever comes out of there with who undefeated, they're going to be in the top 4. I'm pretty sure because.
Who's your sleeper?
Who's my sleeper? My sleeper is Stanford, because they're undefeated since week 1. They lost to Northwestern, who I don't remember what they were ranked. They were ranked pretty respectable. Like
they were undefeated till they played Michigan. They got shut out by Michigan.
Yeah, they were pretty good. And then they're playing California and Notre Dame. I think they're playing Notre Dame the last week. Whoever wins against the Notre Dame game is probably going to be in the top 4, either Stanford or Notre Dame.
I'm going to disagree with that presence with LSU and Alabama. The loser of that game is gone. If Alabama has to win this game, if they don't win this game, then Alabama's gone.
Yeah, two losses. That's not going to get in there, no.
You're not getting 2 losses, so they have to win this game. LSU can lose this game and still get in.
Yeah.
Because of their remaining schedule. As long as they win out, they got some tough opponents coming up. They got Ole Miss and A&M. They win those. They're both ranked. They win those 2 games.
A&M's barely ranked.
And it also depends on how they lose to Alabama. If they get stomped on them, they might be done.
Well, who's your sleeper then?
Outside of the top 10, I would have to say Stanford because of their last game against Notre Dame. Notre Dame would have to, continue to, win, so it'll be a meaningful thing. But I think that game might actually come down and be a play-in game, possibly.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I also written down Stanford and Ole Miss. I like Ole Miss if they can win out, especially
Ole Miss.
Yeah,
in the top 4.
Yes, if they can win out, if they win out, they still have to play LSU, and if they win out, depending on who wins that LSU and Alabama game, they have the tiebreak over Alabama. So if Alabama loses, if Alabama beats,
you just said Bama won't get in there 2 losses. So why will Ole Miss get in there 2 losses?
Well, if they make it out the SEC,
if Bama makes it out of the SEC.
Okay, whoever comes out of the SEC is getting in.
Well, somebody from the SEC team is getting in.
Yeah,
The 2-loss team will not make it.
You're saying Ole Miss?
No chance.
I'm going to disagree with all you guys. I think you guys are fools. I don't think Stanford's going to beat Notre Dame, and no way Ole Miss is getting in. But
Definitely.
Oklahoma State has a legit shot at going in. They are home against TCU this weekend, and then they go to Iowa State, which should be a cakewalk. It's at Iowa State. That shouldn't really matter either, though. And then they come back home against Baylor, and if they can knock off TCU and Baylor, well, those 2 teams are done.
Yeah, they're out.
Those teams won't get in with 1 loss. No way.
No.
So Oklahoma State's now, they're 14th right now, okay? And then if they can knock off Oklahoma in the last game of the season, which is also at Oklahoma State, so that's all 3 of those big games are at Oklahoma State.
Mm-hmm.
Oklahoma State's not that bad of a team. Oklahoma State and Oklahoma are extremely comparable. It's really weird when you look at ranking-wise, not in terms of like how they play or anything. But Oklahoma State's got the 7th best offense in points per game-wise. They're the 8th best passing offense in passing yards per game, and then 15th in total yards. And that's in all of college football. They're the 46th defense, so obviously they need some work there. But like I said, they're playing at home against TCU, Baylor, and Oklahoma. If they can go undefeated there. And they're gonna.
If they win out, they're basically in the top 4. Is that what you're saying?
For sure, no doubt.
Okay,
if they win out, they're for sure in the top 4.
I can't really disagree with that, but do you think they're really going to beat TCU, Baylor, Oklahoma?
That's the next
TCU.
question I want to bring up. So Anderson and the whole panel, obviously a big ticket game, like you're saying, Oklahoma State, TCU. Who do you guys? I want to hear each of you guys who you have winning that game.
That's right. For Oklahoma, what was it again?
You said Baylor, TCU?
No, we're talking about Oklahoma State, TCU.
Oklahoma State, TCU.
Oklahoma State's going to win, I think. It's going to be upset. I think every ESPN Power Index has TCU winning like 73%, at a 73% favor. I think Oklahoma State's going to knock them off. I honestly think that Oklahoma State can go undefeated. TCU's offense is unreal, but Oklahoma State's defense is actually going to be probably like the best defense they've seen all year. And Oklahoma State's offense isn't bad. They're actually really good. So they can knock off TCU. Baylor without their quarterback, I think Oklahoma State should beat them pretty handily. And then Oklahoma, I think, is going to be Oklahoma State's biggest match. So I do think Oklahoma State will win this week. It's going to be a really good game. I can't wait to see how it unfolds, but I think Oklahoma State will win.
Yeah, I think TCU will win. I think it'll be a shootout. It'll be a lot of points, maybe up in the 40s and the 50s. But
sure.
yeah, definitely. And then
Both teams are averaging over 44.
Yeah. So I still think TCU will win.
Is that Oklahoma State too?
Yeah. But TCU, they're a pretty good team now.
I'm gonna put my money on Trayvon Boykin.
As many people would. I mean, that dude's a dog.
Yeah.
But the whole thing with the committee showed how they felt about the Big 12. So if you, in order for a Big 12 team to be in the top 4,
They're going to have to be undefeated. Yeah,
They were not
undefeated.
getting with 1 loss, yep. But
I don't think any of these teams will finish undefeated.
I
think
they will all knock each other off, but
Yeah.
I do think that Oklahoma State it has the biggest sleeper's chance. And I honestly do. I mean, I think their schedule's perfect. I mean, either Oklahoma State or Oklahoma. Oklahoma plays the exact same guys.
I like
mean,
Oklahoma.
Baylor, TCU, and then at Oklahoma.
I just don't like that Oklahoma loss they had to Texas. That was they have to get that win.
Ohio State had that loss to Virginia or
Yeah.
Virginia Tech last year.
But that was the first game of the season, though.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Texas was early on in the season. What was it, that week 3 or 4?
I think it was like 4.
It was
or 5.
in the beginning somewhere.
Yeah, it's in the beginning of the season. I mean, crazier things have happened.
But I say the team with the best chance in the Big 12 is Oklahoma.
That's what I'm saying, Oklahoma State or Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma State.
You said Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
I like Baylor. I like Baylor coming out the Big 12. If anybody has a chance, I like
Not
Baylor.
without, not
After
since
losing
their
Seth
quarterback.
Russell,
Yeah, I want to see how that backup quarterback plays, but they still have a nasty wide receiver on the outside, and they have a dominant running back too.
You gotta give him the
Shock Linwood is a beast in the backfield.
How do you like them coming out if you haven't seen him play?
He's just giving
High
a prediction.
hopes on him, man.
The same
High
way
hopes
that you
on
said
him.
Bama's not going to get him with 2 losses and said Ole Miss will get him with 2
But
losses.
You have to believe in it. You have to believe in it. You have to believe in it. We'll see.
I gotta believe in something.
2 losses is not going to get you into the top 4.
No.
I don't care who you are.
Okay.
So, Willie, you were confident that Alabama's getting the win this weekend at LSU. I want to hear the rest of the 3. Who's winning this game? Alabama, LSU. What's your opinion? Starting with Matthew on this one.
I don't know. This is going to be a really close game. It's going to be Fournette versus Henry. It's going to be a pretty close game, probably in 20s or so. I don't know. I think I'm going to pick LSU. I think Fournette. I'm predicting he's going to have another crazy game. LSU will win.
I think LSU will win too. I mean, even though it's going to Bama, it's going to be a heck of a game.
Yeah.
Bama, I mean, like you said, Bama needs to win this game. And it's going to be a really close game.
This is a playoff game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, LSU, 8 o'clock game, and this is prime time. This is everything that you
College game day.
that you need, and this is where stars are made. And speaking of stars, who's got the best star in both these teams? Oh, yeah, LSU does. Leonard State University.
I think that's Patton.
Huh?
I think that's
I think
Patton.
it's Patton.
Probably by now, yeah.
Not by him, because he didn't make it up, but
I did make it.
Bama's
I wrote it
predicted,
on that board.
Bama's predicted
And I traded one.
same ESPN Football Power Index that I mentioned with TCU. They're predicted to win 59.6%, at 59.6%. But the thing here is, LSU's quarterback Harris has yet to throw an interception this year.
0. 9 touchdowns.
Bama's
9
quarterback,
interceptions. He had 7.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was
Thrown
that?
7.
Coker? Yeah.
That was a point that I was going to make too. I like LSU in this game as well. I want to see if LSU can force turnovers. Jake Coker has 7 interceptions.
11
wanna see
touchdowns
what's
and
gonna
7 interceptions. Although he does have 600 more passing yards than Harris does, but that should be expected when your running back has let's see here,
1,300 yards, right?
Yeah, 300 more yards than
Yeah.
Henry does.
And then I like
Henry has 14 touchdowns.
Yeah. I also like Malachi Dupree on the outside at receiver for LSU too. He's dangerous.
LSU has a pretty good team.
One thing with LSU, I don't think they've been battle tested yet.
Well, they played
Alabama's
Florida.
gonna
That
be-
Florida game. That Florida
Florida
game
game
was.
was pretty.
Florida and Alabama, 2 different and Florida also lost their quarterback. Right
Well,
before
you
that
just
game.
said battle tested. You didn't
I
say.
don't think they.
Well, Alabama doesn't have a
That was a
quarterback.
test.
Alabama does have a quarterback.
Barely.
He has 7
Coker?
interceptions.
Coker?
Barely.
He's better than Florida's. Yes, he is. He's
No.
better than Florida's quarterback.
Now,
11
now with
to
7.
7
Now with 7 interceptions.
No.
He's faced tougher teams.
Okay.
So Zach, Anderson, and Matthew all say LSU. Willie says Alabama. And I got to say, Matthew is verified this week. He won the pick'em last week. So I'm taking his opinion. I'm going with LSU.
right there.
But going on to the big game, the game that matters, Clemson LSU. Putting all bias aside, right? You guys don't go to Clemson right now, right? You're just looking at it from a third-person perspective.
We're just
Who's taking
panels.
this win, realistically?
Clemson hands down. Hands down. I think Clemson will beat them by at least 2 touchdowns. I mean, Dalvin Cook is literally Florida State's offense, and Shaq Lawson has made it a point to shut down.
Oh, yeah, he's been trash
Dalvin
talking
Cook.
him.
Clemson's got the 14th best rushing defense in the country. Dalvin Cook might have a big game, and it might be a little closer because if he does. But I don't see Dalvin Cook having a big game. I think Shaq Lawson and company are going to shut him down. I think Clemson's going to win by at least 2 touchdowns.
Do you think Clemson is that good? Like, they're number one right now. Is Clemson for real? Are they really that good? Are they number one? I know you guys said earlier you were talking about you switched up Clemson in the top 4, but do you still see them like being that dominant team that like the stats show, or do you see them slipping at all? Going on to Matthew on this one.
I think they are number one. I mean, like you said, they're top 10 in defense and offense and defense. They're the only team that's in that category. And onto the Florida State question, I think it's going to be a little closer than 2 touchdowns, maybe 10-point game. But it's going to come down to Everett Golson. He's a turnover-prone quarterback. We create turnovers with our defense. So if he throws,
I'd hope we don't create turnovers with our offense because that's not good.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know if he starts off if he starts off one of his first drives with a turnover and we jump on it, I think that'll be ugly for Florida State. I see Clemson winning by 10 points.
I think Clemson definitely deserves to be number one because I think Clemson is the most complete football team in the country. We can beat you with the pass, the run, or we can shut you down with the defense. Mm-hmm. And I don't think one of the few teams I'll say, because I think Alabama's a complete team as well.
Ohio State's a complete team. Let's be honest. Ohio State's
okay. Ohio State's a complete team as well. I can't argue with that. But yeah, Clemson over Florida State. I think it's going to be close because it's a rivalry game.
Yeah.
I say, are we doing a score?
Yeah, go ahead. Give it to me.
I say something like 31-24.
I mean, you think about this. Florida last time Florida State came to Clemson's house, it was ugly.
It was horrible.
No way that happens again. And we were, what were we ranked? 3 2 years ago when Florida State came in? 3. Our hopes were as high as they are right now.
Yep.
As high as they are right now. And Florida State came in and literally crushed them in the worst way. No, in the worst way. No joke.
It was terrible.
So bad. In no way that happens again. Clemson's going to hold on, like I said, at least 2 touchdowns. And another interesting little statistic here that I found, a little fact, I guess. Clemson has not been ranked number 1 since 1981. Anybody know what happened last
National
time?
championship.
National championship.
Hey, I got a follow-up question. Have they ever been number 1 at home, Anderson? Have they ever played a home game as number 1? This is just for fun.
Have they ever played a home game as number 1?
I'm going to... Oh.
I mean, to be honest, I don't know.
No, they have
I don't
not.
think so.
This weekend is the first time Clemson's number 1 in the country playing in Death Valley, so it's definitely going to be crazy. But Zach, give me your Clemson-Florida State prediction.
I'm going to go with Clemson as well. We're definitely going to have to stop Travis Rudolph on the outside. He had a big game last week. They rested Everett Golson and Dalvin Cook. So
the backup stepped in and played.
Yeah, that backup is big at running back. He's big. So
he looks like
he's big. Yeah, but I like Clemson. I like the defense. Coming into the season, I didn't think the defense was actually going to be that good.
I didn't either.
This year.
Because they lost so many people.
They look really good right now. And so I'm going to go with Clemson 24-17.
Thanks, guys. So moving on to the NFL,
All right, I guess not.
the Colts, I should say the Panthers stay undefeated and held on against the Colts in overtime. And the Colts fired their offensive coordinator. Do you guys agree with this call? And how do you think it's going to affect the Colts going forward in the season?
Well, I don't agree with the call firing the offensive coordinator, especially if Luck is injured, like they're saying. When your quarterback is hurt, despite what he wants to say, you have to take him out. I would go with Hasselbeck playing, especially the way Luck looked last week. He missed a lot of throws, open receivers he missed, just inaccurate passing the ball. He just looked bad.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think they should have fired Hamilton. I think it's mainly because Andrew Luck's been injured. He's been playing with a fractured rib since, I think, week 3.
They said something about an ankle, too.
And an ankle?
The other day.
Probably. And he played one of the best defenses, Panthers, last week. So, I don't know. I think they should have given him a little more time and not fire him right away.
I think they made a good call firing, like, a person, but they made a bad call firing the offensive coordinator. I mean, if you look at the stats, I mean, Colts had the 16th best offense. I mean, points per game wise. Broncos are 17th. So I mean, if you want to kind of compare it that way, Colts by no means have an awful offense. I mean, it's just not performing to what they think to what everybody knows what it can.
Yeah.
But the thing, who they should have fired is the defense coordinator. They're 29th in yards per game. And by the way, 2 yards per game separate 29 from 31. So they could be the second worst defense, yards per game wise, in the whole entire league. And you go ahead and you fire your offensive coordinator instead of your defense
Yeah,
coordinator?
it's kind of weird.
With, like you guys said, with your star player hurt. That doesn't make any sense.
The only thing I could think of to fire the offensive coordinator is probably like the talent that Andrew Luck has around him. Andre Johnson, T.Y. Hilton, Frank Gore, and the offense still isn't putting up that many points. They didn't really start clicking until the fourth quarter, the last game, so that's really the only thing I could think of.
Yeah,
the people around Andrew Luck.
I don't know what they think this is gonna fix. I mean,
Yeah.
what's gonna
It's only going to make it worse.
He just needs
only
to-
going to make it worse.
Yeah.
Especially
Andrew
with
Luck
a
just
big
needs to
game
heal.
this week against the Broncos, too, coming up, and you fire them in the middle of the week.
Yeah.
Kind of
smart.
It's one of
questionable.
those things where they just had to find a scapegoat.
Yeah, somebody to blame.
Yeah.
Right.
And speaking of the Broncos, Vernon Davis, we just got over the trading deadline. Vernon Davis is on the Broncos now. Do you see him being as successful there as he has been previously in his career?
No, you don't think so? I think this was a brilliant move by the Broncos.
I'm
Bringing
not
in.
saying it wasn't a bad move. I'm saying like it was a decent move. It was not a brilliant move, to be honest.
I thought it was really smart. The Broncos
He's
tight
no
ends.
Tony Gonzalez.
No,
He's
he's-
no Gronkowski.
He's not.
He's
but
painfully above average.
but
And I say above average, so people can't blame me.
Okay. The Broncos tight ends, they're like last in the NFL. They're really bad. Their top one is
Yeah.
Owen Daniels. They're obviously hurting since the loss of Julius Thomas. And Julius Thomas, I think he was helped a little bit more by Peyton than he helped Peyton. So I think bringing in Vernon Davis, having a nice veteran in there, who
Owen
was
Daniels isn't a nice veteran.
who
Owen Daniels, he's had a quality career.
he's had a quality career, but Vernon Davis
He's
is.
painfully average. Vernon Davis is painfully above average, so they
I would
had a
say-
mediocre.
I would
Eh,
say
Vernon Davis is a little above
Owen
average.
Daniels is below average.
Yeah. Well, hold
I'm
on.
saying he's at a painfully average.
Hold on. Who has been throwing to Vernon Davis this year and for the last couple of years?
Kaepernick.
Kaepernick, the one who just got benched, the one who's been playing like crap.
Let's talk about that a little bit
Yeah,
more.
that's good.
Tell me about Kaepernick.
Me? Do you want me to, or do you want me to save it?
Go for it. Unleash.
All right.
Say it.
Uh-oh.
Actually, I'm gonna start with a question here. What quarterbacks in the league do you think are outside of obviously the big names like Brady, Romo, you're welcome, Rodgers, everything? Name me a quarterback that you think has excelled in taking his team above and beyond.
Are you talking about
Including playoffs?
Are you talking about Cam Newton or not? Or is he one of the big names you're talking about?
No, he's not a big name.
Is Russell Wilson a big name?
Cam Newton's not a big name. Hold
Is
on.
Russell Wilson a
Ken
big
Newton's
name?
not a big name. And
Matt
not
Ryan?
one of the
Anyone?
big quarterback
Are we
names.
Really?
including the playoffs?
Really?
Hold on.
Is he second in the MVP voting, or is that just me?
He's second in the MVP voting. Oh, so you think he's a pretty good quarterback, huh?
Oh, I think he's one of the best.
Oh, you think he's one of the best?
Yeah.
Huh? All right. Well, let me just hit you with some knowledge.
You're gonna hit me with the QBR. I know you're gonna hit me with that.
Big time QBR. Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Because a quarterback rating, how good a quarterback really is. So QBR, it makes sense that we use that. So let's look here. Kaepernick, 25th QBR this year. By no means good. What is Cam Newton? Oh, 46.9. Kaepernick's 47.6, 27th.
Okay. Well,
Is that better than Kaepernick?
are
Did
the
you say Kaepernick's trash and
Oh,
Kaepernick's
Kaepernick is trash.
Okay, well, to me it looks like.
so
Cam's
wait? You're
trash.
gonna use that one stat?
No. Oh, I got more.
Okay.
Trash.
All right, so 14th. Kaepernick is 14th, or was 14th in 2014 with the 60.2 QBR, which was behind Luck by one. Luck was 13th with 61.5, and ahead of Cam, who was at 20. This
Wait,
was last
hold
year.
on,
This
wait.
was last year.
Okay. Yeah, I was about to
realize
say.
this. I realize
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
At 54.4. Now, let's look at percentage here. Completion percentage. And do we have the whole entire list pulled up? We don't. That's a shame. All right. I'm only gonna. I wish I had a list. I would give you a lot more, but. Colin Kaepernick is 27 out of 33 eligible quarterbacks with a 59.3 completion percentage. By no means good. 27 out of 33. Now, where's Cam Newton? Where do you think Cam Newton is?
Probably around the same.
Oh yeah, how about 32nd out of
32nd?
33 total? That's including Johnny Manziel. I want you to know that, okay? Including Johnny Manziel.
Okay.
He's 32nd out of 33 quarterbacks completion percentage.
Okay, hold on.
Let me see here.
Do you have more stats?
54.9. Is that good? Is that good? I could be wrong here.
Are we
I'm not a
talking about
huge
this
football
season?
fan. Yes, this is this season. Now,
Okay, well, hold on.
some could say, well, Cam Newton has been sacked 9 straight times. That would affect a quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, who's second most this year in sacks with being sacked 28 times?
Probably Kaepernick.
Kaepernick is. Yeah, Wilson's number 1 with 31. Newton is tied for 19th with only 13 sacks. That is, for all you math magicians out there,
15 less sacks than Colin Kaepernick. Now tell me that Colin Kaepernick is having better stats, QBR-wise and completion percentage-wise, than Cam Newton, and you think Cam Newton is hands and feet better than Colin Kaepernick.
I do
Let me
because.
help you. Let me help you.
Wait.
You give Cam Newton, Torrey Smith, Anquan Bolden, and Vernon Davis.
Yeah.
What's
they
Vernon
have
Davis?
Stevie
Yeah.
Vernon
Johnson,
Davis
too.
is, like I said, painfully above average.
He'll do way better than
Yeah, hold on. Who are the Panthers wide receivers that stick out to you besides Greg Olsen?
Brown.
Ted Ginn, Philly Brown,
Ted Ginn.
Cotchery, and Ted Ginn dropped that wide open touchdown pass that
Wide
would have won the
Oh, it
game.
was also pouring down rain, okay?
When Ted
It was.
I'm sorry, you can't hold on to slippery hat.
But it was right here. It was right
You
here.
go catch that
He
ball.
had it.
You
He
go
had
catch
it.
that ball.
I'm pretty sure most of the receivers in there could have caught that.
In dry weather.
No.
He's prone to dropping passes wide open.
One of your
He
starting
beats the
receivers,
defense
that
and
is
then
a
drops the
problem.
Wait,
ball.
hold on. What are
is
the
a problem.
49ers record? What's their record?
2-6.
2-6. What are the Panthers?
7-0.
7-0.
Yeah.
Okay, who is?
Who has the way better defense? Way better defense. The
Okay,
Panthers, I
okay.
do
You
believe.
got to factor in the
Yo,
defense.
That is a factor,
gosh.
but.
Oh my gosh, I cherry pick stats to make my argument look good, but my argument is awful because the stats just.
Hold on.
don't
So why
line
did
up.
Kaepernick get benched and not Cam Newton?
That's my point.
Really? So
That's I'm not saying Cam Newton should be benched by
Okay.
any means. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not saying Cam Newton is an awful quarterback by any means. I'm just saying if you think Colin Kaepernick is this awful quarterback, which a lot of people do, including yourself,
Yeah.
you said, and I quote, is trash.
he is trash.
His
He's a
stats are
trash
better than
can.
Cam Newton.
Trash can. Hey, Anderson.
Okay, so
hold on. I can't. I just need a second right now. You won't see me do this many times, but I just have to respect the homework right now. That was one of the best rants in Extra Point history, so I got to hand you that one.
Thank
But
you.
continue.
Thank you. Does that
Okay.
mean that I don't have to get egged today?
No, I'm sorry. No one's safe today.
Okay, well, hold on. There's also, besides just the tangible stuff, there's also the intangibles. Who has the better intangibles? I think we
Cam
all
Newton
know.
does.
Cam Newton, yeah. Who threw that game-winning touchdown pass to
We're
Greg
talking
Olsen
about we're not
against,
talking about Cam
against the
Newton, though.
Seahawks?
We're talking about Colin Kaepernick getting benched. Okay, and I'm
I thought we were comparing Kaepernick and Newton. I thought we were
but
doing.
like our main point is Kaepernick. That's what got us on the subject. I'm not here to just roast Cam Newton because I think Cam Newton's awesome in a way. I don't think he's the best quarterback.
Painfully awesome.
I don't think he's the best quarterback.
Painfully above
I got
awesome.
one
Painfully
question for
below
you.
awesome.
Who's better, Cam Newton or Colin Kaepernick?
That's all
Cam
that
Newton.
matters.
That's not even a question. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and
I
I think
thought-
I said that literally 30 seconds ago. But I'm saying.
Well, you make Kaepernick
everybody
sound
thinks-
better with the stats.
Well, yeah, I'm saying Colin Kaepernick does not deserve to have everybody. Oh, about time he got benched. He's awful. Oh, look at Cam Newton. He's not that much better. He just has a way better defense supporting him. And honestly, I do think
Well,
that
Kaepernick has way better weapons on the outside than Cam Newton does.
he's got Kelvin Benjamin last year. He had Kelvin Benjamin last year, and his stats are still not as good. Oh God, I cherry picked again. Oh my Lord. No, it's okay though. I forgive you. Okay. You're a Panthers fan. It's okay. There's going to be bias in the argument, and I'm just here to kind of put that argument to rest. Kaepernick, does he deserve to get benched? Maybe. San Francisco needs to try something, but I'm tired of everybody saying how Kaepernick is this awful quarterback when there's other quarterbacks out there that people think are amazing. Anybody else want to weigh in?
49ers. I said they, as a whole, were trash.
Oh yeah, 49ers are
When
awful
Jim
team.
Harbaugh left, I knew they were going in the tank.
Yeah.
The whole
it
team.
was rebuild
They
mode.
lost too many players on the defensive side of the ball.
Everybody retired.
I'm sure Patrick
I
Willis
think
had
really,
an early
Kaepernick
retirement.
really needed Jim Harbaugh. I think that had a lot to do with his success.
I agree with that too.
Yeah.
Like
So-
leadership.
Right.
They
I'm
don't
not
really have like a
surprised
leader in the
he's
locker room right now.
Psycho is too.
Yeah.
He's amped up.
No leader in the locker room really hurts. Patrick Willis, him being gone, that's huge on the defense. Only leader I could think
That's
of
really
is
one back right
Navarro
there.
Bowman. He's coming back off an injury, so
Yeah, Bowman's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know why we're talking about the 49ers, though. They're trash cans.
I don't know. Stats, man. Stats.
Second in the league in tackling.
yeah.
Numbers never lie. That's all I'm saying.
All right, guys. So changing gears in the NBA, Steph Curry on fire, Westbrook, KD also playing amazing. Do you guys see them keeping this standard of game up throughout the entire season, or is this just kind of a hot streak?
Okay, God, no, he's not keeping this up. Okay.
Curry or
Curry.
Durant? Okay.
Wait, did you say Curry or Durant?
He said
Durant and
like
Westbrook.
everybody, yeah.
Oh, okay, I was talking about Curry.
All three of them.
Sorry, I just, my mind kind of went blank. Because Curry's having such a great start to the season.
He's blowing everything up.
Yeah. But what do you guys think? You guys think Curry's gonna keep this up? What do you guys?
Obviously, he's not going to keep it up to this extent, but is he going to be the MVP like he was last year? Yes, I think he is.
Blasphemy.
Blasphemy, really.
Educate us,
Yeah,
sir.
tell us what's on your mind.
Okay, He's definitely not going to keep this up. This is out of the world.
Okay.
He'll still be Steph Curry. You know, he'll still put up
Well, I hope so.
his 24 points per game. You know, his 7 assists and 4 rebounds.
His 300 three-pointers.
Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. Oh, we're going to see this all season.
All
We're going to see
season.
this all season.
You're gonna see both of them average 30 points a game?
We're going to see so many
They
games.
put
where
up.
both of them get 30
They had
assists.
40 plus.
Yeah, that was
Magic.
crazy. That was
Yeah,
crazy.
They're going to have multiple games like that this season.
Okay.
And it's going to carry out to the playoffs and it's going to take them to the NBA Finals.
The thing with-
Unfortunately, they're going to fall short to the Cleveland Cavaliers. But it's going to carry them all the way to the NBA Finals.
I did some pretty good homework here too, but I'm not gonna go on a rant because, well, I might. I don't know. If I get carried away, I might. There have been 4 players in the NBA so far this season to have, 4 times in the NBA this season. You know what I'm saying? Did you look at my stats? You see.
I peeped them.
There's
I peeped them.
4 times in the NBA this season that a player scored 20 plus points in a single quarter. Curry has 3 of those.
Yep.
3. Let's move on. Curry has 148 points in 127 minutes on 84 shots. That is unreal. That
He's
is
lighting it up.
ridiculous.
That's second to MJ in all time.
Curry's win shares per 48 minutes is 648. And that's by, I got this stat from Basketball Reference. Which is absurd. That's higher than the entire starting lineup. I'm going to make sure I get all these teams right. Knicks, Lakers, and Sixers combined. Combined. Steph Curry is worth more than 3 teams combined. No other player in the NBA has more than 390. Curry has double of what any other NBA player has.
He's going to be the MVP this year.
Hold up. We only 4 games in now. Since when is a season judged on 4 games?
You're right,
Last time
you're
I checked,
right,
it's
you're
never
right.
been.
Tell him.
You're
But they
right.
still
He's
got
never been.
78 more games to play.
Okay.
That's great
That's
math.
a lot of
82
games.
minus
That's
7
a lot of games.
minus 4 carries 1.
Listen. Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant, 40 points apiece. The last time that happened, Jordan and Pippen, 96.
I thought it was Westbrook and Durant again against the Nuggets. Wasn't it that?
Nope. We got to go
40
back
each?
to 96.
No, I could have sworn. I could have sworn.
Other than those two,
Other than them, okay.
it was Jordan and
Okay.
Pippen.
So you don't think Curry is going to be in the MVP conversation? You think it's going to be it's going to come down to those 2?
Oh, you're talking about no MVP?
Yeah.
No. No, I think LeBron will win MVP.
No way. No, LeBron won't.
LeBron
LeBron made it clear that he will not carry the team in the regular season. He won the finals or in the playoffs, but Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, you can really see Kevin Love.
He does. I mean, that he does.
And stuff like that.
But what do you think? You don't think Curry's going to be in the same conversation as
No,
Durant?
I think Curry's one of the best players in the league.
Yeah.
Probably.
So
I see the best, honestly.
Yeah.
What?
All right, here's another stat. You made me do it. 51.2% of Curry's shots have been threes.
I don't care.
Which is
I do
absurd.
not
43
care.
I care about-
43 out of 81.
No, the stats out
And
the
yet his
window.
average,
I
his
don't
average
out the
shot
window.
distance is 17 feet, which is, if for all you
Mid-range.
mathematicians
That's
out there,
mid-range.
is mid-range.
That's mid-range. Okay.
Okay? Much closer than dedicated gunners like
That just
Kyle
tells me
Korver,
he's
Klay
rather
Thompson.
shoot a 3 than take it to the cup.
No,
That's all that tells me.
That means he's taking it to the cup.
No. His average distance is 17 feet, right?
That's because, well, let me finish here with the stat that I have. That's because more than a quarter of Curry's shots, 27.4%, are coming at the rim. And if you look at his shot chart from this year and last
More
year,
than a quarter.
more than a quarter. If you look at his shot chart
Are
from this
coming
year
at
and
the
last year, he is. I don't want to say a stat here that's not right, but he is hands and feet way more efficient at the rim than Curry was this year than he was last year.
Okay.
Hands and feet way more efficient, which to me shows that he's going to keep this
That
up.
tells me
Yeah.
at least
Maybe not to this
50%
extent.
of his shots are coming behind the 3-point line.
Well, what is he? He's a shooter.
He's a shooter.
At least 50%.
He's probably the best
Yes.
shooter I've ever seen.
He's the best
But
shooter
I
in
mean,
the
he's more
NBA.
efficient inside.
Okay,
You
he
can't
is.
stop Curry now.
He is.
You cannot stop Curry. He's made that
Who's
clear.
gonna stop him? Nobody's
Yeah.
gonna stop him.
You can't stop. He's
He can
efficient.
pull up from
He's
30, he
efficient
can get
in
to the
paint.
rim.
He's efficient in
Who can stop
outside.
Kevin Durant?
LeBron James.
Kawhi
Who
Leonard.
can stop
Kawhi
Russell
Leonard.
Westbrook? Who can stop Russell Westbrook?
Russell Westbrook stop himself.
Russell Westbrook is unguardable.
He stopped himself.
Curry's unguardable too.
They're both unguardable.
Both of them are unguardable.
Curry's more unguardable than Russell
Than
Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook.
Strictly because he can do so much more. Russell Westbrook, I will leave him open on a F 3-point line,
Exactly.
a couple times a
Okay,
game.
yeah,
Never in my life will I ever not know what Curry's breath smells like because that's how
Don't
close
be
I am.
all up on him, yeah. Don't give him
Always.
any space. You give him space, he
Russell
can kill
Westbrook, you can allow that.
He'll make
He
some
had
of
a
them,
couple
but he's
big
yeah.
shots. You guys watched the Magic game.
Hey, he came
That was
across half
crazy.
court
That
against
was
the Magic
crazy.
and
I
pulled
want
it
y'all's
up.
opinion on that.
That was
On
a
what?
crazy game.
Has that changed, like with the Oklahoma City Thunder? Is it Westbrook's team now, or is it Durant's team, or the
I guess we'll find out next year
I-
when Durant goes somewhere else.
I wouldn't be surprised if
Are
he
they
goes back to
co-starring?
DC.
Oh, Coach.
But yeah, co-starring for sure. I don't think it's
You can't tell.
one
They're
of their
both
team.
dominating.
Yeah,
I mean, at the end of
Even-
the games,
even
at the end of
league.
games, it's all Westbrook.
I think you give it to whoever has the higher hand at the time.
This is like
No, no,
Chris
no, no,
I think
Bosh-
it's a game by
this is
game
Chris Bosh's
That's
way
saying,
to
you're
win.
saying
Like,
what you would do. But
Yeah.
I'm saying like what I'm seeing in these games, because I don't know, I'm really infatuated with watching these two play together. But
Especially when they're healthy.
Is it Chris Bosh's team or Dwayne Wade's team though? You know, it's both of
they're
theirs.
co-starring, yeah.
They're
Yeah.
co-starring. You could say it's Dwayne's because he's been there longer, but strictly because he's been there longer.
What I'm saying like
I'm
at
saying
the
it's
end
the
of
exact
game-
same case.
At the end of the game,
Not obviously not
who's gonna
performance-wise,
ball?
but
Yeah.
Like, are they splitting it?
at the end of the game, they're going to take one of those two will
Yeah,
be
one
open.
of them
those
taking
two,
a shot.
Or what? I would rather have him.
It's
I would
been all
rather have
Westbrook.
him.
That's what I'm saying.
Westbrook. It's been all Westbrook.
And I guarantee you, there's going to be a span of 4 games where it's going to be
Yeah,
all Durant.
KD. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we have 78 more games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
82
It'll be
minus
interesting
4.
to see.
Yeah, it's still 70.
All right, guys, I hate to cut you off. We're running low on time, so we need to move on
Do we
to
though?
the main event.
Please don't play the egg.
Infamous, amazing, the one you've been waiting for, the egg game. I want one of you guys to open up that package right there. Here's how the game works. So there are 3 hard-boiled
Let's not do
eggs.
this.
There's 1 raw egg. Last time I made the terrible mistake of not hard-boiling them all the way, but this time I think I did better. So there's 3
think?
hard-boiled
You better
eggs,
have.
and there's 1 raw one.
You better have, Horace.
All right, time out, time out. I'm going to ask each of you a question, okay? If you get the question right, you take one of the eggs of your choice and hit one of the other panelists, like over the head with the egg, all right? If you get it wrong,
not play
then you
this
take the
game
egg
today?
and hit it over your own head.
Please.
First
I
question.
know.
Who? Okay, this is
Who's this directed at?
directed at Willie, okay? Who has the worst attendance this season on the extra point?
If you get this
I
wrong,
calculated the percentage. Anderson is only here 60% of the time, so I'm actually thinking about making a petition to maybe take him off the panel. But go ahead and grab one of those eggs, hit one of the panelists on the head, and let's see what happens.
I like these questions, Horace.
please don't.
Oh
do this.
man, it's only a
Hey,
preference.
we're not playing this game today, man.
Please don't, Willie. Please don't, Willie. This is nice to you, bro.
Listen to the kids, bro.
Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. I'll-
Kids.
Listen to the kids, bro.
Please don't
Here
do
we
it.
go.
Please don't do it. No, it's not only right. It's not only right. It's not only
not
right.
do this.
I will
Let's
take
not
all
play
3 of
this
those. I will
game.
stop playing all 3 of those and put over here. No, I'm not going
It's the rules of
to.
the game. It's the rules of the game.
I didn't sign up for this game.
Oh, it was hard boiled. I did it, guys.
Wow, you actually hard-boiled an egg, Horace.
So Anderson is safe.
Oh, thank the Lord. Oh, it smells awful though. Bro.
Okay,
Let's not play this game, man.
Okay.
Do you not know how to boil eggs?
All right.
I would not eat that.
Hey, that's a perfect hard boil. You're welcome to eat that too. All right. Question number 2.
No.
Question number 2. This is directed at Zach, okay?
Alrighty.
All right.
Right now, the starting quarterback for Clemson, Deshaun Watson, obviously. What were the previous 3 starters at the quarterback position for Clemson?
Oh my goodness, man.
What do you say?
The 3 previous starters. All right, Cole
name-
Stout.
All right, ding.
I can name 2 of them.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Last year? I mean, 2 years ago?
I'm not a Clemson fan, so I wouldn't know this. Like, I didn't keep up with like Clemson. Like, I'm
He didn't
being
like-
dead
he didn't
serious.
like them before
All right, so
Yeah.
are you tapping out on this question?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
All right,
What-
take one of those eggs.
what was the answer?
It was Boyd.
Boyd
Cole
and
Stout.
Schuster?
Oh man, I didn't think about it.
No, it's
start
Cole
one game?
Stout, Taj Boyd,
Use the one that you got.
and then Kyle Parker.
It feels
Those are
kind
last
of
3.
warm, so I'm gonna
Parker.
choose this one.
Oh.
Hey, once you touch the egg, you gotta take it. That's,
All right.
that's a rule as well. Go ahead.
I'm not trying to do this, man.
Go ahead.
Hey, man, it's just the
I'm not
rules.
trying to do.
Hard. I'm a horse.
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
That's good. That's good. Now that's hard.
Oh, damn, mercy.
Hey, this is question number 3. This is directed
I
at.
took an L, but I didn't take an L.
I'm throwing this one at. Let's see. I'm gonna throw this one at Anderson. Okay, because your attendance is so weak. I don't think you're gonna know this question. But what episode? This is a new season, the extra point this semester. What episode is this? Should I say? What episode of the season is this current episode right this second? What episode are we in? You should know this. Come
Thank you
on.
for not
If you're
asking
not
me
here,
that.
do your homework. What do you got?
Whoa.
Like in general, like
No, as in this season, meaning the fall semester of 2015. We are on episode number.
mother of pearl.
750.
You got 10 seconds.
I didn't know there was a time limit.
50, not 750.
6.
8.
The answer is 10. You've only shown up to 6, so I don't blame you, but take one of those eggs. The first one you touch, you gotta hit over your head. Grab one. Let's go.
Please choose the bad one.
Why did I get an unfair question? That's what I want to know. You got an easy one. Wait, what was your question again?
Who had the worst attendance?
Clearly me.
Yeah.
Clearly.
And this is your punishment.
Let's give a hard. Anybody else know it's 10?
I did.
I actually was gonna guess, dude.
I was gonna guess like 9.
Hey, once you
I
touch
would
it,
have
it's
said
yours.
like 8 too, probably.
Okay?
No, I'm well aware of this.
Hey, one of them. We're trying to feel whichever one is warm.
You cannot look at me.
No, you can't, dude.
Look through them.
This is
One of them is kind
Touch
of
it.
cracked.
Go ahead and grab one.
This is an awful game.
How can you see
Meeny,
this?
meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger.
Y'all didn't like.
No, chill. Just take one.
Fourth grade.
Left to
This is
right.
stupid game.
Yeah, there we
Under
go.
the heat.
Shit.
All right, hit it.
Now there's no
Let me
touch.
slide over. Take the L.
Give it to me, Anderson.
Don't hit it too hard. Don't want it to splatter.
You're not gonna need a petition. No, you can feel this one. Like, you can tell. You'll
Why did you
know.
pick both of them
You almost
up?
pulled what I did.
Yo, you're breaking rules. You need to hit this right now. We're running low on time.
5, 4,
I don't need
3,
to make
2.
You're not playing this game. You're not playing this
I'm not doing that.
game.
This is a stupid game.
He's not playing this
I
game
already
anymore.
took a shower.
Let's get a group
today.
countdown.
This is what you get for crashing 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Shark.
2, 1. Just do it.
Yes! There we go. Anderson, I want you to take a look at that carton of eggs, okay? Tell me the expiration date on that carton, please.
I don't want to.
It's September 24th, 2015.
Man. That's what it is.
Hey,
Like
just
that,
for
with me.
kicks.
That's about a month.
Just for kicks, I'm not gonna leave you out, Matthew. Tell me.
Oh, I wonder what he's gonna get.
Let me get my egg real quick.
Let me go ahead and get it.
Closing out the
Shower
show.
over here.
Closing out the show. Who has the most picks this season in the NFL?
Who has the most
Interceptions.
picks?
Yep.
Oh wait, okay.
To lead.
There's 2. Oh wait, like quarterbacks throwing interceptions
No,
or
my bad. Defensive backs.
okay, Charles Woodson.
Boom. Got it.
I wanted to say Josh Norman, but he has 1 less. So
You're welcome to hit that on somebody's head if you want.
all right, Willie, I'll do it lightly because I know it's hard boiled.
What if it wasn't? Hey,
That would be a big plot twist.
thank you so much, guys, for tuning in the show. Of course, Sunday mornings, we've got the morning show, 10 o'clock. Anderson will be there, maybe. I'm not sure if he's going to show
probably
up.
not.
I will also maybe be there. We'll see. But
Now
tune
if
into
I have
that.
anything to say with it.
Remember, Wednesday nights, 8:30, right here on the Extra Point. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
Next take.
Josh Norman.
Cowboys Nation.